Hey, what's going on, Capricorns? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Crow Tarot. I just got this today. I've been waiting a long time. It's one of the decks I really wanted, but I just never got it till today, and I'm actually surprised because it is bigger than I thought it was going to be, which I enjoy the bigger decks because I have bigger hands, and I feel like every other deck was made for someone with smaller hands. Excuse me. But with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do you have for Capricorn? Excuse me. All right, so the first thing that we have, Capricorn, is I feel like the person coming towards you is someone from your past. I feel like this is someone, like I said, there's a very familiar energy about this person. But no matter how much time has passed, this person has never really let you go. I don't feel like you ever really let them go. I feel like they didn't step up before. I feel like they didn't show up. I feel like it almost got to the point where you felt like you were taking care of them. I feel like this person, like I said, I do feel with this person, I'm really trying not to make this sound as terrible as possible, but I just feel like this person didn't show up for you. They didn't put in the work, even though you knew they could. But it comes a point when you got to cut, you got to cut ties with what doesn't work for you. When you're heading in a certain direction and you're always holding on to someone else, it can be like swimming with an anchor tied to your ankle. It's just moving forward becomes impossible. I feel like physically, I feel like everything was good. But I feel like when it's time to be mature and time to really move forward, like physically, I feel like there was a lot of hot energy between the two of you. I feel like that part of your relationship was great. And emotionally, I feel like there was a lot too. But when it came time for this person to put in the work, I feel like that's when they became very vacant. I feel like this person, a lot of in and out energy. But this person. You established trust with this person. I feel like it took time, but I feel like you established trust. But I feel like that trust has been tested. And coming forward, I feel like this person is coming back. This person is coming back to reconcile. This person wants you back. I feel like then we continue on that journey of establishing trust. I feel like the journey kind of got halted in the past, but I feel like this person wants to get back on track. Like I said, I feel like this person's never really walked away from this. And I don't feel like you ever did either. You know, it's that person that we have this incredible bond with. It didn't work out because the time wasn't right. Back then, it wasn't right. This person had a lot of shit they had to deal with. They had a lot of growing up to do. But I feel like they've done that. You know, I see a huge transformation in this person. I don't feel like there's parts of this person you may not even recognize. I mean, the parts that you're attracted to, the parts that you're drawn to are still there, but I feel like it's like a better version, almost like a 2.0 version of this person. And I feel like you knew it was coming. I feel like you knew they'd be back. That's the type of connection you have with this person. With that three of wands, that ship that you've been waiting for has finally come in. I don't feel like you were just sitting there moping and waiting for this person, but I feel like in the back of your mind, you knew it wasn't over. You knew they were going to come back, and you knew, you just knew. It's one of those feelings. It's like a gut feeling. Trusting your intuition. But it didn't mean you had to put your life on hold. Like I said, this person, they know what they want. I feel like they always knew what they wanted. I feel like they couldn't get it before. I feel like the part of them, it was like they thought you expected something from them that they couldn't give you. You expected too much from them. But I feel like as they've grown, as they went through that transformation, they realized that what you were asking wasn't that much. Sometimes we just need time to grow up. They needed time to grow up. Now, as it stands, I feel like this person, we have the Hermit. I feel like this person's been spending a lot of time in their head trying to figure out how to get you back, how to earn your trust back, like I said, with that Knight of Pentacles. And they're willing to put in the time to do it. This person isn't looking at the short game, they're looking at the long game. And I feel like that's one of the changes that this person went through. I feel like before, they were always looking at the short game. They were looking at tomorrow, not next week, not next year. They were looking at today and tomorrow. This person, and I don't feel like they're going to give up easy. I feel like this person is going to chase with that Queen of Wands. This person ain't going to go around without a fight. But one of the things I really want to point out, because I'm in the corner of love. I want love to win. We have that Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. I feel like this person's confident. I feel like they don't have to bullshit, because I feel like one of the things that frustrated you with this person may have been the fact that this person kind of bullshitted. They act like they had shit going for themselves. They act like, they take care of business, but they didn't take care of business. But now, that confidence that this person has, it's causing them to be able to be honest and open. And I don't feel like it was necessarily a lie. I feel like they just wanted to be with you. And I feel like they did whatever they had to do to be with you. A lot of people talk a big game. A lot of people say, oh, this, that, and the other thing. But when it comes to time to show up and put in the work, that's when I feel like this person failed. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They didn't show up. They didn't put in the work. I feel like it felt like babysitting. And that's the biggest thing about bullshitting someone, especially from day one. When you see people out there and like, oh, they say this and that, I'll take care of you, blah, blah, blah. But saying shit is easy. Put in your, the money where your mouth is a different story altogether. Anybody can sell a good game. Some people better than others, obviously, but I feel like this person is in a better place. I feel like they've come a long way. I feel like I said, I feel like before they weren't ready. But like I said, I feel like you've been waiting. I feel like you knew this was coming. I feel like you knew deep down that this wasn't over. You know, this person is going to show up for you, and this person wants they do want to be with you, and they want to build that foundation. You know, they want to build something strong. They want to not only, they're looking at that legacy. I feel like their priorities they're all out of whack before, but I feel like the priorities are on point now. I feel like they know what they want. They know what they have to do, and they're doing it. Before, I think they knew what they had to do, but I feel like it almost felt like it was too much work for them. Not that it was too much work to be with you, but I just feel like this person always felt like their best wouldn't be enough, so why even try? But, like I said, it's a very strong power couple with this person. You know, I feel like they weren't on the same page as you before, but I feel like they're on the same page now. You know, I see new stability with that Ace of Pentacles. And then we have that Three of Pentacles, that power couple energy. I feel like, sky's the limit now. You're both on the same page. I feel like you will get what you want from this person. And like I said, this person has unconditional love for you. You know, I do see them coming back. I do see them making you an offer. And I do feel like they are serious about it. You know, I feel like they've made a lot of changes. I feel like they think about you and only you. And I feel like now that they're in a more balanced situation, and we have that Temperance as well. You know, I feel like this person's finally the complete package that you always hoped they'd be. You were always waiting for them to be. They never really lived up to it before, but I feel like they're ready to live up to it now. And like I said, I feel like this person's coming back to gain back your trust. I feel like that's important to this person. You are important to this person. You know, we have the Family card finally. With the Ten of Cups. But like I said, with that Eight of Pentacles, I do feel like this person's going to show up. They're going to put in the work. They know. A lot of people, I feel like when they can't think ahead, they don't see the value in it. You know, I feel like this person was always looking, at today and tomorrow. They were never looking at the future. And I feel like you were always looking at the future. You were always working toward the future. And that's why you weren't on the same page before. That's why it couldn't have went anywhere. And I feel like if it would have continued in the past, it would never have got to the point where you found your way back to each other. Wheel of Fortune. A lot of good things happening. Like I said, now that we have two people on the same page, sky's the limit. Like I said, with that power couple, this person's looking to build the foundation and they want you to be with them. They know they screwed up. We can't always fix the screw up, but we can always try to be better. And with this person, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. We have some Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. What I do like is that person made themselves better. You know, I feel like they're better. I feel like they've grown a lot. They've gone through that, like I said, that huge transformation. But they've done all that stuff and they never forgot about you. They never lost you. They never lost their feelings for you. You know, I feel like you've always been that in the back of their mind, but I feel like they weren't ready before. You know, I feel like you knew what you wanted back then. You knew what you wanted. They were having fun. You know, like there's a great connection. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Sometimes we have to let people go that even if they feel like, you know, even if everything in you tells you that this person is the right person for you, sometimes we have to let them go and figure it out for themselves. Because we can see whatever we want in someone. If they don't see it, what's the point? You know what I mean? I've seen so many people invest and invest and invest and then double down because they've invested so much in someone only to come up empty-handed. I mean, you made the smart choice and decided it wasn't for you. You know, you respected yourself enough to know that that wasn't what you were worth. You knew your value. They weren't living up to that value. But like I said, I feel like they've made a lot of changes. The one thing that always remained constant for this person is the feelings they have for you. You know, and even before in the past with this person, I feel like it's almost like, I mean, it's like you knew they'd regret it. You were right. I think things work out the way they should. You know, it doesn't always work out the way you want it to. But I think that things always work out the way they should. You know, if somebody wants to be with you and somebody wants, you know, they got to live up to your expectations. No matter how high you set them, if they don't live up to them, is it enough? Is it enough for you to be with someone that doesn't live up to your expectations? Now, there are some people that set their expectations really high. But if you can't live up to that, that's not the person's that has the expectations fault. I don't think, you know, a lot of people say, oh, your standards are too high, your expectations are too high. You know? Is that your problem? Should you lower your expectations? I don't think so. I think you might have less offers. But when you get an offer, it's going to be a real offer. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.